So this story takes place in the era of the pandemic when we as people decided that the best way to support healthcare workers was not by giving them money or supporting them with any sort of workforce, you know, as a sort of like extra boost or literally any sort of infrastructure whatsoever. No, the best way to support them was to hang out of our houses and bang pots and pans together. That's how collectively we decided to process our trauma and express gratitude. And we don't know how to do that in this country. You know, we have one holiday for gratitude and it's based on genocide. So we really don't know how to do it, you know? We don't know. Not starting out on the right foot, you know? Starting out on the white foot, and that's the problem. So... So this is the era that is. I got an email to my house. They sent me the email and sent it right to me, and my mailman dropped it off. Mail carrier, excuse me. Now, I got this email from my old neighborhood. I just happened to, in Los Angeles, move into a very quaint neighborhood. I moved into an apartment that happened to be situated in like a nice little neighborhood. I had no idea moving in. It was just a bonus to me, you know? And they would have like block parties and stuff. It was really fun. And most of the parties were thrown by this gay male couple, Matthew and Doug, who would have these like really fun Christmas parties where people would just come over all day, you know? And they got a little internet famous a couple years ago for having a 2 Joseph nativity. Some Catholic priests got real upset about that. To which I said, maybe check out your own manger and what's going on in there before you worry about this guy's yard and some plastic figurines in it, you know what I mean? Take that plank out of your eye, you know? But I like to think about Matthew going down to the Home Depot to get the second Joseph, you know? And then coming home, kicking Mary to the curb and being like, your job here is done. Oh, don't worry about her. Her resume's immaculate. So Matthew sent us this email early on in the pandemic that said, great news, everyone. Fireworks for the healthcare workers is on for Tuesday. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about Southern California, but it's on fire 99% of the time. Mostly because of fireworks. All the other times it's because of gender reveal parties. Where for some reason heterosexuals sacrifice their parents in a blaze of fire to let everybody know the upcoming gender of their child. To which I say, for now... Probably gonna change. So I was like, I don't even live there. I don't want to go to this. I don't think it's a great idea. You know, I should probably let him know that I don't live there anymore. And before I could even type out the email, I got another email from Matthew that was like, bad news, everyone! Fireworks for the healthcare workers has been canceled. Someone, parentheses, Melinda, notified the authorities, and my fireworks have been confiscated. And at this moment, I was like, I am an unemployed stand-up comedian in a once-in-a-100-year global pandemic. I'm gonna stick around and see what develops, you know? Let's see how this thing rolls out. So new email comes in. This time it's from Melinda. Ooh, exciting. Plot thickens. Melinda's like, hi, Matthew. I'm so sorry to hear that. Kristen and I were outside gardening, and some people walked by and they seemed very interested in your party, and we assumed they genuinely wanted to go, and we think it was them that called the police on you. Because that's not anything that Kristen or I would do to you guys or our neighbors. We would never call the cops on our neighbors for something as trivial as this. I'm so sorry to hear this, and I think it was just a misunderstanding. And I'm like, certainly. It was just a misunderstanding. Clearly, this is the end of it. But I also realized in that moment that what we have in front of us is a classic lesbian versus gay men fight. been going on for millennia. And it took that day for me to realize I've found my kink. I really love it, you know? It just really enhances everything, you know? It's like, just as a bisexual, transsexual, just put me in the middle, you know, and just fight over me, you know? Just fight over me. Just mommy and daddy yelling. I love it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I know you'll save each other's lives eventually, but fight it out now. Oh. Give it to me, you know? So I'm like, certainly this is a misunderstanding. No. Matthew comes in hot again. And he says, give me a break, Melinda. You and Kristen have always had it up for me and Doug and our parties. You've never been very supportive. You always come late, leave early. You don't even try our dips. Ooh. Yikes. Ouch. Now, at this point, the thread goes quiet for a little while. And I also want to let you all know that this is not like a 6-person email chain. This is like an 80-person email chain. So like 78 people are watching an email thread in front of their eyes because we got nothing else to do. So a couple hours go by, and then I get the notification. I got them all lit up on my phone. I get the little buzz in my phone. I don't open that email on my phone. Absolutely not. This is a computer email. I want to sit down. I want to light a candle. You know? I want to have a snack, water, and a seltzer, just in case. Salty and sweet. You know? I'm prepared, you know? So I open up that email. And it's the email we've all been waiting for. This one's from Kristen. Oh, yeah. Woo, yeah! Now, this one just starts out simply, Matthew, dash. Oh, great opener, Kristen. I love it. Woo, yes. Strong. Yes. Strong gardening hands, type that. And I gotta say, look, I want to pretend like I'm neutral, but you gotta dance with who brought you. I'm pulling for the lesbians in this one. I love you all. You're my family, but let's go Dykes, you know? So she starts off, Matthew dash, new paragraph. I do not appreciate the way you are speaking to my wife. Mommy, you know? Ooh, yes. Ooh, yeah. I echo everything my wife Melinda said. This is nothing we would ever call the police on our neighbors for. And please, Matthew, don't be ridiculous. We love your parties. We're not jealous of them. We appreciate them. We think they're integral to the fabric of this community in this neighborhood. We enjoy your parties, we love them, and we even enjoy the dips. New paragraph. It took me a while to get back to you, because as you know, Matthew, I was working a double overnight shift. At the Children's Hospital. Yeah! Game, set, match, lesbians! The Sisters of Belated right again, you know what I mean? It's a very deep cut. And I'm like, certainly it's over, you know? Great job, Kristen. Great job, Melinda. It's a great match. Everybody played pretty fair. Bing! Nope. New email from Matthew. Matthew says, oh, please, Kristen. Sure, yeah. You were working at the Children's Hospital, but it's not like you were on the front lines or anything. All you are is a child anesthesiologist. Excuse me? I'm sorry, what? The gentleman who wanted to do fireworks for the healthcare workers is upset that you're just a child anesthesiologist? Is it perhaps factually true that as a child anesthesiologist, she was not working on the front lines on a once-in-a-100-year global pandemic? Sure, she's simply working behind the front lines as a child anesthesiologist. All she's doing is holding the life force of a child in her strong gardening hands. And shepherding that child into a sort of nether realm, an ethereal plane. One that we cannot reach through meditation, contemplation, or a combination of street drugs. Holding that child in that balance, holding their delicate life in her hands as other doctors open that child up, move things around, take things out, put new things in, and then Kristen raises that child up back to the earthly plane. And that's not good enough for a bottle rocket from Matthew. But it did get me off, so I really appreciate her service.